Of course it matters,
Why?
but it's in the past.
But why can't we get over it, Donna? It's already passed.
Well, we would have to get over it
How?
because we wouldn't want to live our life being a victim of our circumstances.
Okay, so what would you want to happen for me murdering your parents? Would you want me to go scot-free? Or would you want me to pay a consequence for murdering your parents?
You would pay a consequence, yes.
Why? It's in the past.
I don't know why. Why?
I'm asking you because you say that these atrocities are in the past, so we should get over it. I'm trying to figure out how far back in the past I have to go in order for it not to matter anymore. Because there's never been justification, and there's never been anything that's made right with the slaughtering of my people, of our people, I should say. Right? And when I say our, I'm talking about the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Well, I'm talking about the Israelites in the Bible.
Israel, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob. I made a promise, can't nobody take it. I chose to put you above all the nations. Out of your graves, I chose to awaken. We made a covenant, don't you forsake it. Come get protected while they going crazy. Israel, my firstborn, my baby. Israel, my firstborn, my baby. I woke you up in your land of captivity. I do not change, I want you to remember me. Laws and commandments, I gave you the remedy. Go read the testimonies for your memory. I sent them prophets, but you wasn't hearing me. I come to you if you really come near to me. I heard your cry, now it's time to take it to me. I know what got you from all of your enemies. Who you know open the sea. Them waters was bitter, but I made it sweet. In case you ain't know how to swim, I'm your protector, so I made you walk on your feet. This a reminder you married to me. I just want you to be all I called you to be. They called you niggas, but I made you priests. I'm about to give you back everything.
Ethiopia. It's just for audio, that's all. You don't want. It's only for audio for the.
The original Israelites from Ethiopia.
He can't hear you.
You are Ethiopian. The Israelites are Ethiopian. Give me that about the Ethiopians in Zechariah or Zephaniah and Isaiah. You're a little far. It's kind of windy. You mind coming a little closer? We don't bite, right? And there's plenty of protection out here for you.
There's people walking. You gotta come closer. Come on, man.
You only got to get closer just because I can't hear you. It's a little windy. So, first off, what's your name if you don't mind me asking?
Donna.
Donna, nice to meet you, Donna. My name is Dakar. Right? So you say that the Israelites are Ethiopian.
Black
Okay.
Ethiopians.
What was that?
I said black Ethiopians.
Black Ethiopian. Okay. Do you know that Ethiopians don't even like to identify with being black because there's a difference between the two, right? But go ahead.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 45, verse 14, in the NLT. This is what the Lord says.
Right. So this is what the Lord is saying. Go ahead.
You will rule the Egyptians.
So the context is talking about the Israelites. It says, you will rule the Egyptians.
The Ethiopians.
The Ethiopians, read.
And the Sabians. They will come to you with all their merchandise, and it will all be yours.
Yep.
They will follow you as prisoners in chains.
Right. So the Israelites are supposed to put the Ethiopians into subjection and into slavery. Right? Now, is there more on that?
They will fall to their knees in front of you and say, God is with you, and he is the only God. There is no other.
Right? So the Ethiopians are trying to falsely assert themselves into being the Israelites of the Bible, right?
But Israel only started in the 40s.
The Israel started, you're talking about the Israelis.
The state of Israel.
The state of Israel, right. But are you a Christian woman?
I was raised Catholic.
Okay, so in the Bible, there's a nation of people called the Israelites, yes? Did they start in the 40s or did they start back in Egypt when Moses had to free them from Egypt?
But why did the state of Israel start like in 1948?
The Balfour Declaration. They were given that land, right? Actually, I want Isaiah 2, my bad. I want Isaiah 2 and then Isaiah 14. So the Israelis over there, those Jewish people,
So
Zionists, yes, sure. They are not the Israelites of the Bible, right? The Bible, actually, give me that in Revelation 2:9 real quick for the lady. I'm gonna show you, because the Bible talks about them, right? And you said Deborah? Donna. So I'm sorry, Donna. Go ahead.
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 2, verse 9. I know thy works and tribulation and poverty.
So it says, in this it says, I know thy works, thy tribulation, and poverty. This is red letter, so this is Christ speaking, right? Are the Jewish man, woman, and child in poverty? Are they in tribulation? Yeah, because we're talking about the Israelites right now, right? I'm trying to show you who the Israelites are, because we are the Israelites. Us as blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You see this sign? This sign is the 12 tribes of Israel, and then colloquially in the parentheses are what we are known as today. Now, this isn't all of the Israelites. This is just here on the Western Hemisphere, and that's not to say that every single person that comes from Mexico is from the tribe of Issachar. It's not to say that
Who's the original Americans?
the Native Americans.
Native Americans.
Yeah, well, I mean, but I'm Native American. But that's the thing, we never even called this land America,
No.
right? But historically, Christopher Columbus, when he came over here to the Americas, right, he knew that the Israelites were over here and brought Hebrew interpreters, because we are the Hebrew Israelites, and we speak Hebrew. Like, there's many Hebrew artifacts that you can find on the Western Hemisphere of the world, dating, and the Bible actually speaks and attests to us in our travels over here to inhabit this land. That way we could keep God's laws, right?
Well, the Europeans that came, the Zionists that are in
Right.
Israel right now,
They're Israelis, though. They're just imposters.
they're Zionists.
I mean, that's fine, but I mean, they're Europeans, though.
Yes.
They're European converts into
Russia.
European converts into a religion. But let me finish this verse about this real quick, and then we'll get your question.
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 2, verse 9. I know thy works and tribulation and poverty,
Right.
but thou art rich.
So it's talking about the Israelites being spiritually rich because they're in poverty, right? And that's James. Give me James 2:5. Go ahead.
And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not.
Right. What's a blasphemy? If I said that's blasphemy, what is that?
A lie.
It's like a filthy lie, right? So it says, I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews.
And are not, but are the synagogue of Satan.
My bad. The chief house of Satan. Now we know that those Zionists over there, those people that govern damn near the whole world, right? They run the media, they run entertainment, they run America, right? We know that these are evil people, right? We know that these are not the people of God because they don't perform the works of the people of God. Now, let me show you this. Go ahead.
This is James chapter 2 and verse 5. Hearken, my beloved brethren.
Right.
Have not God chosen the poor of this world?
God has chosen the poor of this world. Who's more poor than the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans? Nobody. We got our people out here selling hot dogs, and then they get their hot dog stands confiscated and taken away. They're just out here trying to feed their family, right? But you got families up and down this block, you know what I'm saying, just trying to make up pop-up shops just to barely make ends meet. Just not too long ago, maybe like 3 years ago in Georgia, they found a whole slave compound. They were picking 5-gallon buckets of onions for 80 cents on the bucket.
But we're all slaves as long as the IRS exists.
I mean, sure, but the household would be who though? Who rules right now? Is it just the Zionists or is it the nation of people that rule? It would be the nation of people.
As long as we have the Federal Reserve and the IRS,
But
if we don't pay the IRS, we're going to jail.
Yeah, but my thing is who runs the
No
IRS?
matter what color.
But who runs the IRS though? What nation of?
Zionists.
But what nation do they come from?
I think they came like from Russia up the Bolsheviks.
Yeah, but they're Europeans is my point,
Yes.
right? And even them,
I'm European.
right? And so, and the thing is, they don't even care about
I'm
their.
not European. I'm born here. My family.
Where's your family from?
From Sicily, Italy, and Hungary,
Okay.
and Czechoslovakia.
Okay. More Europeans. More Europeans. Now, when you say you're American, how do you feel about this sign? Actually, let me finish this. Let me finish this James 2 and 5 real quick.
This is James chapter 2 and verse 5. Hearken, my beloved brethren, have not God chosen the poor of this world
Right.
rich in faith
Right? Rich in faith. There's that rich, right? Go ahead.
and heirs of the kingdom which he hath promised to them that love him?
Now, the kingdom of God is promised to these people that are rich in faith, right? But poor, right? It says the meek shall inherit the earth. And then in the Bible it says the saints shall take the kingdom. And then in the Bible it says the saints have made a covenant with God by sacrifice. Every nation of people and all nations of people did not make a covenant with God by sacrifice. So with the deduction of who the saints are in the Bible, the saints are the Israelites, and you're looking at the Israelites, right? Those wicked Zionists over there, they are not God's chosen people, right? Now-
How can God choose a people?
How can God choose the people? Because he's God and he does what he wants to do. Why did God flood the earth and only leave 8 people alive? He chose those 8 to survive, right?
But we're all here.
But that's not my
We're all chosen.
that's not my question is if God only
We're all
chose
chosen if God's in our heart.
this is not my point. My point is if God chose only 8 people to survive, he has a chosen people. Which one of the 3 sons of Noah were chosen? Shem. But I'm going to get this precept. You got a precept?
This is Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6.
Right.
For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God.
Right. Holy means to be separate or set apart.
The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be special.
He did what? God did what?
The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself,
Okay.
above all people,
Equal to.
above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Deuteronomy. Do you know who the audience is in Deuteronomy? Give me Deuteronomy 1 and 1.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 1 and verse 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
All the world.
All Israel.
The whole world didn't come out of Egypt in captivity, or from captivity, excuse me, and cross the Red Sea. When Moses went to Pharaoh, he said, God told him to say, let my people go, right? And so when they went into the Exodus, they went into the wilderness is where they received God's laws. And this is talking about the Israelites being a holy nation. And it says, read it from the top.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 1 and verse 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel
Right? And so this is speaking unto all Israel, read.
on this side of Jordan in the wilderness.
And that's the context. That's where it was being had. So when you get to Deuteronomy 7, the audience is still the Israelites. So when the Israelites are being told you are a holy nation above all people that are upon the face of the earth, when you tell me that we're all equal, that's just your feelings. Because God has a chosen people. We just haven't been shown this in the Bible because we're literally reading out of the Bible. This isn't an edited Bible. You can pick up any Bible. You can look at your phone and read along with us. We're reading the same words. The problem is the churches don't tell us this message. America doesn't tell us this message. America says that everybody's supposed to be equal. How are we equal when the black man is still considered 3/5 of a human? And that's in legislation. So this is what I'm talking about, Deborah? Donna, I'm sorry. I have terrible memory. Donna, this is what I'm talking about is our fathers have inherited lies. And God is waking up his chosen people to dispel those lies, to come out here onto the corners and teach our people who they are. Because our languages, our culture, our heritage is found in the Bible, but they won't tell us that it's found in the Bible. Because if we know who we are going to then inherit the kingdom of heaven, which is going to be ruled by the Israelites. Give me your precept.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 147 and 19.
Go ahead.
He showeth his word unto Jacob.
Who is he? He showeth his word unto Jacob. Who is he? The Lord, right? Contextually, this is the Lord. He showeth his word unto Jacob. Who is Jacob? It's okay to say you don't know.
But
Who is Jacob?
I'm here, like
Once-
I'm here on the earth.
And what are you supposed to be doing? Serving the Israelites. You understand that, right? Because the Israelites are going to rule the kingdom of heaven, where all nations are going to serve. Once the Israelites are ruling the kingdom of heaven, I'm going to show you in a minute in Isaiah 2 that there will be peace on earth, right? But in Proverbs it says, when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. But when the righteous beareth rule, the people rejoice. We understand and we can obviously see with our eyes this earth is not in a state of rejoicement. So the wicked people have to be in rulership. So who's in rulership? Europeans, which go back to a man named Esau in the Bible, which swore to hunt his brother and have war with his brother for generations to come. But this is the thing, the Lord is a man of war.
Right.
And we are going to have war with those same people. That's why you have police hunting us up and down these blocks. That's why the first police were slave catchers. Same with the military. Me and my brother, we served in the military, right? We served an oppressor who oppressed our people, who hunted our people to return them back to the plantations to their owners. When we were supposed to have our independence here in our land when we inhabited this first. That's why we had to teach the Europeans how to survive when they came here. But what did they do? They broke every treaty they ever made with us. They gave us smallpox blankets. You see this picture right here? I pointed it to it earlier. This one right here at the top. This is you know what a mound is? You know what that's a mound of? That's a mound of buffalo skulls. Who do you think did that? Europeans. Who do you think had the babies in cotton fields? Europeans. Who do you think fed babies to alligators? Europeans. Who do you think hung blacks and Mexicans on from trees? Europeans. See the common denominator across the world of evil? That's why the sign says the wickedness of Esau, because Esau is the progenitor of the Caucasian race.
So
Right.
we can never get past the past.
When is it going to be made right? When has it been made right? Do you believe in Make America Great Again?
Because is this just separating us further?
We're not supposed to be one. I showed you that already in the Bible. God has a holy and set apart people. What makes God's chosen people holy and set apart? What would you say?
All of our blood is red.
That's fine. Pig's blood's red. And a pig is an unclean animal.
Right.
Are you equal with a pig?
We're the same.
We're not the same. We're not genetically the same. We're not, our thought process isn't the same. Our upbringing's not the same. Our ancestors are not the same. Our culture's not the same. Our hair texture's not the same. Our eye color's not the same. My desires are not the same. Go ahead.
It's the book of Luke, chapter 12, verse 51. Suppose ye that I am come to give peace on earth?
This is red letter. You think Christ is coming to give peace on earth?
We should look at our likenesses instead of our differences.
Donna, I need you to answer the questions versus void the questions, because we're having a nice, honest conversation here, and I want to keep it honest. Read it again.
The book of Luke, chapter 12, verse 51. Suppose ye that I am come to give peace on earth?
Do you think Christ has come to give peace on earth?
Is he coming? I don't
Do you
understand.
think Christ has come to set peace on earth?
Has he come? I don't understand what
Read it again.
that means.
Suppose ye that I am come to give peace on earth?
So it's a question. He's asking, do you suppose that I have come to set peace on earth? Read.
I tell you, nay,
Nay means no. Read.
but rather division.
Christ came to bring division. Read.
For from henceforth there shall be 5 in one house divided.
Right.
3.
That's good. So it's going to be 5 in one house divided. So even our households are going to be divided. Our households aren't going to agree. What more so than a nation of people who have no idea about what we're supposed to do? Because us as Israelites, when we were given God's laws, we made a covenant with God by sacrifice, as I said before, in the book of Exodus, right? We made a covenant by sacrifice as the saints. No other nation is a part of that covenant or that sacrifice. So we are held to laws, statutes, and commandments that other nations are not held to. There are universal laws, such as like adultery, which is sleeping with another man's wife, right? Or murder, right? Thou shalt not murder. But there's other laws that I'm governed by that you're not governed by yet. Because in the kingdom of heaven, all nations will be under the Israelites and under the rule of the Israelites and their laws. Because we are that holy set apart people. We have God's holy set apart laws. You think the ways of America are better than the ways of God? Absolutely not. Right? Because the Creator has created everything perfectly. Give me Psalms 19:7, because I think.
You said
You got Psalms 19:7? Give me Psalms 19:7. Let me show you. This is what the Israelites were given in the wilderness. I'm gonna get it from this brother. I got you.
This is Psalms, chapter 19 and verse 7.
Go ahead.
The law of the Lord is perfect.
Who was given the laws of God? The Israelites in the wilderness. When Moses went up and got the laws from God and brought them back down to the Israelites were in the wilderness. There weren't other nations receiving those laws. So read it from the top.
The law of the Lord is perfect, converting the soul.
Right? It converts your soul. The laws of God convert your soul, so you're not going to be an evil person. Go ahead.
The testimony of the Lord is sure,
Right?
making wise the simple.
Right? Making the wise people of this earth simple before God. Pretty much stupid. Right? Now you had a question, Donna, and I want to answer your question. What was your question, if you remember?
I don't know. I'm just taking it all in.
It's a lot of information.
It's a lot of
Right?
information.
And I didn't learn this till I was 31. Shalom, brother. What's good, brother? Good to see you, King. Right? Because we are the kings, and you see how he just said, "What's up with the Israelites?" He knows what's going on, and the world is waking up to who we are, because the message has to go out and to the four corners of the earth, and then the kingdom will come. Go ahead.
This is Numbers chapter 35 and verse 33.
I don't want that.
You want me to finish this off in Psalms? It's the book of Psalms, chapter 147 and verse 19.
Right.
He showeth his word unto Jacob.
Now, Jacob, his name in the Bible, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Jacob wrestled with an angel and attained the name Israel, right? So this is the 12 tribes of Israel. We are the sons, the bloodline descendants of the man named Israel in the Bible. So when you hear the reference Jacob, it's talking about Israel. Go ahead.
His statutes and his judgments unto Israel.
See how I tied it in? Go ahead.
He hath not dealt so with any nation.
No, he showed the whole world.
He hath not dealt so with any nation.
The Lord has not dealt the same with the Israelites as he has with any other nation, because he chose them to be a holy and set apart people above all people that are on the face of the earth. Go ahead.
And as for his judgments,
His judgments,
they have not known them.
right?
Praise ye the Lord.
Right? Praise ye the Lord, right? We have not been to seminary school. We have not signed up for the European indoctrination system of this is how the Bible is supposed to be taught.
Right.
We were taught by our elders who had the Holy Spirit. And the only way you can have the Holy Spirit is if you obey God. And the only way you can obey God is if you keep God's laws, statutes, and commandments, which are not taught. And on top of that,
What if we just keep mixing and then
it's
we're
by
not
the
so separate?
it's by the seed line of a father. So if you and I were to have a baby, the baby would be an Israelite. Because I'm an Israelite and I carry the seed. It doesn't matter where the seed is sown, the seed is always going to be the seed. If I take an apple seed from America to Japan, it's not going to change into a pear.
And the Jewish people think that the mom has
Give me
to
numbers
be
one
Jewish.
and look at this, brother. Go ahead.
For a
This is
Jewish baby, the mother has to be
The Jewish people think what? I'm sorry?
that the mother must be Jewish. for a
Okay.
Jewish
Let's
baby.
see what the Bible says.
So that's different
Let's see what the Bible says, because they claim to follow the Bible, but they follow man-made doctrines. Let me show you what the Bible says in the laws of God.
The Old Testament.
This is the Old Testament. Numbers, the first 5 books of the Bible. Numbers is number 4, right? Go ahead.
This is Numbers chapter 1 and verse 18.
All right.
And they assembled all the congregation together
Talking about the nation. Go ahead.
on the first day of the second month. And they declared their pedigrees.
What's a pedigree? What's a pedigree if I were to ask you, like
It's a type.
a lineage, right? Go ahead.
And they declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers.
It can't say fathers. It has to say mothers. Go ahead. Read it again.
By the house of their fathers.
By the house of their fathers. You see how the Jewish man contradicts the Bible? Because the Jewish man the Jewish man, woman, and child are the evil and wicked people of this world who have to be eradicated off the face of the earth after 1,000 years in the kingdom of heaven. Go ahead.
It's the book of Leviticus, chapter 24 and verse 10 in the ESV.
Right.
Now an Israelite woman's son, whose father was an Egyptian,
So it's an Israelite woman, and the father is an Egyptian. Go ahead.
went out among the people of Israel, and the Israelite woman's son and a man of Israel fought in the camp.
Why didn't it say 2 Israelites fought in the camp? Because the woman was an Israelite. Like if I were to have a daughter and she got with your son, and your son is European and they had a baby, God forbid, that kid would be a European, right? Because it pertains to the father. So that the father there would have been an Egyptian. Just like Moses had an Egyptian wife, his sons were still Israelites, right? Because there's some Israelites that believe both your parents have to be Israelites in order for you to be an Israelite, but that's not true. It goes off of the seed line of the father, which is proved in another point in the Bible. But give me Isaiah 2. I'm going to give you some good
It's
news.
just so analytical. Like,
Of course, because nobody understands the Bible like we do.
why can't we all just exist and have Christ in?
We are going to exist, and I'm going to show you right here how we're going to exist. Okay, go ahead. Start from verse 2.
This is Isaiah chapter 2 and verse 2. And it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of the Lord's house shall be established in the top of the mountains.
Wait, read that again. My bad.
This is Isaiah chapter 2 and verse 2. And it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of the Lord's house shall be established in the top of the mountains.
Who do you think this is? The mountain of the Lord. The true Mount Zion, not these Zionists. The Israelites of the Bible will be established on the top of these mountains, meaning these other kingdoms. Go ahead.
And shall be exalted above the hills.
It shall be equal.
And shall be exalted above the hills.
If you exalt something, is it equal or above?
It's above.
Above. It's going to be exalted above the hills. Read.
And all nations shall flow unto it.
So all nations are going to come unto it. Read.
And many people shall go and say, Come ye, and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of the God of Jacob.
Who's Jacob? Israel. That's right. Go ahead.
And he will teach us his ways.
What are they going to do? Learn our ways. Nobody's learning from the Israelites. Nobody's learning from those Jewish people how to follow God. They have one of the largest homosexual parades in the world, in the Holy Land. Devils that the Bible calls them, the synagogue of Satan. Go ahead.
And we will walk in his paths.
And they're going to walk in our paths. They're going to walk in our ways. Read.
For out of Zion shall go forth the law.
See that? Out of Zion, the nation of Israel, shall go forth the law. So the ways of America, everybody has to adopt the ways of America. If you run a red light, you get a ticket. If you go 10 over, you get a ticket. If you jaywalk, you get a ticket. In God's kingdom, if you're a gay, you're getting murdered. If you sleep with your neighbor's wife, you're getting murdered. All right? If you're a witch, you get burned alive. These are laws of God. If you steal from your brother, you give him what you stole plus a fifth part. Say I stole $100 from you, and it's a law. Say I stole $100 from an Israelite. it's a law of God that I got to give him his 100 back plus a fifth part, so that's $20 extra, right? In our judgment system, there is no favoritism. You can't buy your way out of something. You can't favor somebody because they have money, and you can't favor somebody because they're poor. You have to show equal judgment. That's where the equality comes in, is where there's no respecter of persons. Just because you're in this status, if you did this crime, you pay the crime, right? You can't buy, but here in America, and the music that we listen to and that we push, it's full of damn killing people. It's full of selling drugs, prostitution, right? Homosexuality. The ways of America, this is Mystery Babylon, right, in the Bible, which is the land of confusion. And this is where the Israelites are going to wake up.
Is
and
it the land or is it the people?
It's the people that
Is it the actual land?
it's the land technically, but the people that control this land are the reason why it's this way, right?
It's not the land, it's the people.
Let me keep reading this. You want me to get that right now?
For out of Zion shall go forth the law,
Out of Zion, go ahead.
and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem.
Word of the Lord from Jerusalem, read.
And he shall judge among the nations,
Right?
and shall rebuke many people.
Right? We're gonna be correcting people on the ways that they live. Go ahead.
And they shall beat their swords into plowshares.
What does that sound like? It says the nations are gonna beat their swords into plowshares. What does that sound like? So now you have a sword to go to war. That sword is gonna turn into a harvesting tool, right? A plowshare. Go ahead.
Shalakia. And their spears into pruning hooks.
Same thing. Another weapon of war. Spears are weapons of war. They're gonna be pruning hooks. Now read.
Nation shall not lift up swords against nation.
What does that sound like? Nation not lifting up sword against nation. Sounds like peace, right?
Neither shall they learn war anymore.
Is that it on that?
O house of Jacob, come ye and let us walk in the light of the Lord.
And the light of the Lord is the law, statutes, and commandments pertaining to Proverbs 23 and 6. So this is how we are waking up our people, right? If you have any people, friends, family that are Black, Hispanic, and Native American, God is charging you to wake them up, to show them their culture and their heritage. Give me Jeremiah 17 and 4, and give me the precept.
The book of Zechariah, chapter 14, verse 16. And it shall come to pass that everyone that is left of all the nations which came against Jerusalem shall even go up from year to year to worship the King.
So this is in the kingdom, right? After the last battle, these nations are going to come up and to worship. Read.
The Lord of hosts, and to keep the Feast of Tabernacles.
So all these nations of people are going to go to the Holy Land and keep this high holy day, which is in the Bible. You ever heard of the Feast of Tabernacles? You heard of it before? You ever celebrated it? Right. So clearly we're not in God's kingdom because all nations of people are supposed to be going to the Holy Land to do this. But go ahead.
And it shall be that whoso will not come up of all the families of the earth unto Jerusalem to worship the King, the Lord of hosts, even upon them shall be no rain.
So if the nations of people don't come up to the house of the Lord to worship, God is going to cease rain from going on their land. Because they're gonna be cursed because they're not coming to worship the house of Israel. Go ahead.
And if the family of Egypt go not up and come not, that have no rain, there shall be the plague, wherewith the Lord will smite the heathen that come not up to keep the Feast of Tabernacles.
So God is going to smite the heathen, and we refer to heathens as other nations. Europeans, heathens. Arabs, heathens. East Indians, heathens. Chinese people, Mongoloids, right? Heathens, right? Japanese people, heathens. All these people, they don't have God's laws. They're not holy and set apart. But when the holy and set apart people get back into the kingdom, there's going to be no more war on earth. And that's where we will be on one accord, under the house of Israel and under the rulership. And give me Daniel 2:44. All right, you had something? Right? Does that make sense?
I mean, I just feel like we need to come together.
How do we do that, Donna?
Because we don't keep talking about our differences in the past. The past is the past.
Okay.
We have to move forward.
Okay, so who paid? Okay, so watch this, Donna. You have children? Okay. You have a mother and father, obviously. Say I murdered your mother and father. The second after I murder them, that's in the past. Does it matter?
Yes. Of course it matters,
Why?
but it's in the past.
But why can't we get over it, Donna? It's already passed.
Well, we would have to get over it.
How?
Because we wouldn't want to live our life being a victim of our circumstances.
Okay, so what would you want to happen for me murdering your parents? Would you want me to go scot-free? Or would you want me to pay a consequence for murdering your parents?
You would pay a consequence, yes.
Why? It's in the past.
I don't know why. Why?
I'm asking you because you say that these atrocities are in the past, so we should get over it. I'm trying to figure out how far back in the past I have to go in order for it not to matter anymore. Because there's never been justification, and there's never been anything that's made right with the slaughtering of my people, of our people, I should say. Right? And when I say our, I'm talking about the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Well, I'm talking about the Israelites of the Bible.
The Zionists, the Bolsheviks, murdered millions of Christians.
The Zionists what?
They murdered millions of Christians.
Sure.
People have been murdering. It just goes
That
on
doesn't.
and on
That,
and
Don,
on.
but Donna, that doesn't answer my question. You would want something.
So
You would want the murderer to be held accountable for his actions, right? No matter the time frame. Even if it was 10 years after, 30 years after, if you had children, it would be even worse. Your burn and yearn desire for that would be even worse. To bring justice, even though nothing can make it right. You think anything can make something right for 100 million of my people being killed? There's no amount of money or nothing you can do to make that right.
people have been being killed from always.
People
Every
can be what?
Every different type of person, religion, colors, it's always.
But Donna, I think you're missing my point. I think you're missing my point. I got you. You would want repercussions for the actions of the murderer, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
But
Go ahead.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 74 and verse 23. Do not forget the clamor of your foes.
No, it's in the past.
Do not forget the clamor of your foes.
Right, go ahead.
The uproar of those who rise against you,
Right.
which goes up continually.
God tells me I'm not supposed to forget these things. But Donna, you tell me that you want peace between us, but when I ask you what should happen, you don't have a solution. Because if somebody murdered your parents, I'm sure that you would want them to at least go to jail for life. Imagine your parents had an estate that they were leaving you. I murdered you, took it, and gave it to my children. Wouldn't you want that estate back? You're walking on stolen land. You have freedom here in stolen land. You have your independence here.
my fault.
Are you willing?
Can't help where I was
Are you willing to show remorse for what your ancestors did? Are,
How do I know they were my ancestors?
because you're European. You're literally walking on stolen land. You're benefiting from from the atrocities of your forefathers. You have the freedoms because of what they did. Technically, you should be grateful. They did all these atrocities, that way you could walk free here in America and celebrate the 4th of July when my people were still slaves. The Marine Corps was founded in 1776. Me and my brother both served.
People were not here.
They were here in the 1700s. Again, you're just thinking about your father and your grandfather and so on and so forth. I'm talking about who you descend from in the.
Only third generation.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You're still benefiting, yes?
My grandparents were not here in America.
It doesn't matter. You're still benefiting from the atrocities that have happened to my people, right?
So you don't feel like you're benefiting by being able to come out here and be in America and speak on this microphone and speak your truth?
Do I feel like I'm benefiting?
Speak your truth.
Do I feel like I'm benefiting from it?
Because you can speak your truth.
Do they want me to do this?
Yes.
No, they don't.
But you want to do it.
No, God wants me to do this.
God wants you to do it.
Say something. I wanted to say something to you, right? You're saying we're benefiting, right, from being out here and doing this. Before,
Well, freedom of speech.
I got you. Before people that looked like you came over here, I didn't have to ask anybody for anything. You're saying I'm giving you you should be thanking me for coming,
Not me.
stealing your land, and then telling you you should be happy that you're able to stand on land that was yours, to be able to do something that God gave us the right to do. Then you said about reparations,
Not
right?
my land.
I know, it's our land. That's
Yes.
my point. Then you said we're talking about reparations. People have been doing that forever. Asian people got reparations for Asian hate that they got during the railroad times, right? Jewish people get reparations for the Holocaust. Black, Latino, and Native Americans, forget what you want. We need to forget about that. But when it's people that look like you, get reparations. People that look like them, get reparations. When I ask for peace and justice for my people, it's forget about it. Why?
Government.
So what can you do to make it better then?
We can vote for the right people and
So
hopefully
I need to ask somebody for permission that they're obviously going to shoot down. We got to think logically. You're expecting the people, like how the brother said, that think that we're 3/5 of a human to give us the opportunity to do that.
Who said that?
The Constitution.
Says that?
Yeah, the thing that you wear so proudly on your head to celebrate today.
The Constitution.
The Constitution.
says
Let's pull it up. Let's see what it says.
that you are 3/5.
And when we prove it to you,
And is that just a man? What about a woman?
what about a woman?
What are we?
I mean, you should be a little bit more knowledgeable about the thing that you're celebrating then, Donna, right? What if the Constitution says you're not even a whole human then? What then?
It could.
That's what I'm saying.
Could.
But you're out here celebrating something, right? You're proud to be an American, I'm sure, right? But this is the thing. Why should you be proud of something that's so terrible? You said the Zionists control America,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You see how you got to stand against it then if you're so against Zionism, right?
Yeah.
Watch this.
So this is just an AI overview, right? It says the 3/5 person refers to a provision in the U.S. Constitution that counted enslaved people as 3/5 of a person for purposes of representation and taxation. The compromise was reached during the Constitutional Convention of 1787 to resolve the conflict between slaveholding and non-slaveholding states regarding how enslaved populations would be counted.
So not even 10 years after the independence of America, black people were still considered 3/5 of a human. Right. But then I see my people destroyed out here wearing a goddamn American whole outfit, celebrating something that doesn't even consider them a whole person, right? So that's basically what we are here trying to do, wake up our people to show them that the same people who were just complaining about ICE deporting our people coming out here wearing American flags now. The same people who they just had, I don't know how many Haitians it was, I think it was 5,000 Haitians that they just deported. Guarantee you there's a Haitian out here with a big-ass American flag. Our people are lost out here, right? And then you come and tell us, right, that you're Catholic, right?
I was raised that
But
way.
that's not your beliefs no more then, right?
I don't go to Catholic church.
So this is what we're getting at. What religion or what's going to save the Black, Latino, Native American out of this mindset that we have? Because like how the brother brought out, that brother walked past, said shalom to us, this message is getting out. Christianity has been beaten into the four corners of the earth. Right. Catholicism has been beaten to the four corners of the earth. Right. Islam has done the same thing, right? They had the sub-Saharan slave trade, right? So these different religions have been doing this forever. This message is barely starting, right? And what's going on right now? The war in the Middle East, Russia about to destroy America. If you believe in the Bible, it says Russia is literally going to destroy America. America is going to lose that war against Russia. That's without a doubt, right? So this is what we're trying to get to. For you to see some type of mercy, other than just saying forget about it, we got to address the problem head on.
I don't say forget about it, but I say we have to find. We can't keep fighting.
Right. Like I'm not like how you said right here, right? Can't keep fighting. I'm not going out here and we're not punching every white person we see. Right. We're not trying to fight nobody. Right? And this is the thing. What can we do then? If ignoring it isn't going to help, if we're not supposed to fight, what can Donna do then to help make it better?
And what about every single person? We are all still paying taxes. We're all still slaves to the IRS, no matter who you are.
I mean, I know that, Donna, because your people don't care about you. That's why they did that.
I'm paying everybody. We still have to pay.
I understand. And
so
your ancestors and
all
you still.
All this money that we work for is going to who?
I know that. Like for instance, I run my own business.
We are debt slaves.
I run my own business and I work myself, but I still got to pay taxes. What sense does that make? Right? Go ahead.
The book of Exodus, chapter 21 and verse 16. And he that stealeth a man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death.
This is a law of God. What does that sound like? You want me to read it again, or you want me to break it down? I'll read it again.
And he that stealeth a man.
The Europeans stole my people.
And selleth him.
The Jewish man funded the slave trade. Europeans sold my people to the four corners of the earth. Read.
Or if he be found in his hand.
We're still here in the Europeans' hand, in the colonized land that they stole from us. Read.
He shall surely be put to death.
Those people have to be put to death, pertaining to God's laws. They don't teach this in the church, right? How do you feel about America and the way it was founded? Because everything that I just brought out to you is how America was founded. How do you feel about that? Are you proud to celebrate? Are you proud to celebrate that? The atrocities that happened to my people?
I want to celebrate the freedoms that we all can have
Donna,
today,
Donna,
like freedom of speech.
Donna,
like the freedom of speech.
Donna, who so-called gave us that right?
There are a lot of countries where we
Donna,
couldn't do that.
Donna, who gave us that right, so-called?
Isn't that in the Constitution?
Who established the Constitution?
Some men.
The founding fathers.
Right.
Who were they? Were they my people or your people?
I don't know.
They're Europeans. Why are we playing games, Don?
All of Europe. All of it.
Anyone who descends from the European nations, yes. They benefit.
All of it.
They benefit off the enslavement of my people, the murder of my people. This was once our land. Why would I have to have permission to speak in my own land?
Why do I?
What?
Why would I?
No, Donna, why are you making it about you?
I'm saying that we all have freedom
Donna,
of
why
speech.
are you making it about you though?
Because you could go to China, you won't have freedom of speech.
I wasn't indigenous to China.
Neither was I.
I was indigenous to here,
Right.
where now I'm in subjection to the European laws.
Yeah, but
Am I not?
so I'm
So-
supposed to feel some kind of way because I was born here? Like it wasn't my choice.
I mean, I understand that,
That's
Donna.
not my choice.
But what you should feel is remorse for what your people did. Do you feel remorse for what happened to my people by your people?
We feel remorse for
Do
any
you?
pain
Do
and
you?
suffering that anybody has.
Do you feel that?
Yes, of
Step
course.
on your hat right now. See, you're proud.
No.
You're proud to be an American, where at least you know
This
you're
is where
free.
I live. I can't help it. My parents had me.
Donna,
I didn't have
Donna,
a choice.
Donna. I'm
I'm not gonna walk around feeling guilty. It's not fair.
Donna, you
My
should feel
parents had me, and this is where I'm from.
Donna.
I'm
You're
not gonna have self-hatred. No,
I don't expect you to have self-hatred.
no.
I expect you to do exactly what you're doing now and not showing any remorse for what has happened to my people,
I'm standing
which
here listening.
which proves that doesn't do anything for me, Donna.
I'm standing here listening to
Donna,
you.
that doesn't do-
Genuinely
Donna,
standing here listening to
You standing here and giving me 3 minutes of your day does not matter to me.
It doesn't?
No, it doesn't, Donna, because
It was very nice to meet you.
I'm still slave
God
here in
bless
America.
you.
God has blessed me and God has cursed you, right? And let me show you something that's going to happen real quick before you walk away. I'm going to read this real loud for you, Donna.
This is Numbers chapter 35 and verse 33.
Read it loud.
So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land.
The European man has defiled the land of America by blood, man. And in the laws of God, there are repercussions that has to come for those actions. Go ahead.
And the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it.
The blood of the European man, woman, and child have to be shed for the blood that was shed for the natives of this land, man. Right? There has to be some sort of repercussions for the Europeans walking on stolen land, man. And if you're black, Hispanic, or Native American and you celebrating 4th of July, damn you, man. Stop celebrating these damn white man holidays and thinking that you're free here in the land of your captivity. You're not free. You're a damn slave, man. Give me it.
This is Revelations chapter 13 and verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
It says, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. Read.
He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
The saints of God are patiently waiting for our captivity to be turned, man.
Israel, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob. I made a promise, can't nobody take it. I chose to put you above all the nations. Out of your graves, I chose to awaken. We made a covenant, don't you forsake it. Come get protected while they going crazy. Israel, my firstborn, my baby. Israel, my firstborn, my baby. I woke you up in your land of captivity. I do not change, I want you to remember me. Laws and commandments, I gave you the remedy. Go read the testimonies for your memory. I sent them prophets, but you wasn't hearing me. I come to you if you really come near to me. I heard your cry, now it's time to take it to me. I know what got you from all of your enemies. Who you know open the sea. Them waters was bitter, but I made it sweet. Case you ain't know how to swim, I'm your protector, so I made you walk on your feet. This a reminder you married to me. I just want you to be all I called you to be. They called you niggas, but I made you priests. I'm about to give you back everything. I'm sitting in place.